Yo, this is Doobie from Doobie's Hot Takes. I'm about to turn up the heat a little bit. So sit back, relax, and chill, and listen to the hot takes that I'm about to bring to you. Hey, it may get a little too hot to handle, but Doobie's Hot Takes right now, coming at you live. Let's go! Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Doobie's Hot Takes. And for this hot take, I'm going to be dropping the top 10 defensive linemen, in my opinion, heading into the 2021 season. All right. Also, guys, I'm going to be dropping 3 shows this week so that way I can keep up with the schedule of getting everybody out, getting all the names out, positions, before the start of the season. So today, top 10 defensive linemen. All right. And like I said before, I'm starting from 10, going all the way up to 1. So with that being said, without further ado, let's start at number 10. I want to give y'all my number 10 guy. And, this may shock a lot of people, may not. But at number 10, I got Chandler Jones of the Arizona Cardinals. I think Chandler Jones, I don't think. I looked it up. Chandler Jones in 2019 had 19 sacks. He only played 5 games last season due to injuries and such. I know he's having a little bit of disputes with the Cardinals over contract issues, but coming in at number 10, I have to put in Chandler Jones, man. This guy's an elite pass rusher, has a knack for the ball, can get to the quarterback. He uses speed, agility, quickness off the edge to become or make himself now a sack monster. Chandler Jones comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 9, if you've been watching Hard Knocks, you already know DeMarcus Lawrence. The guy is one of the top pass rushers in the NFL, posting a top 10 pass rush win rate at the position since 2017. Hey, DeMarcus Lawrence is a monster as well, coming off the edge, super, super quick guy. Like I said, explained itself when I said top 10 at the position and win rate when it comes to the pass rush. An elite pass rusher. The guy's just all around good. Coming in at number 8, this one hurts, guys. Former Raven, now with the Green Bay Packers, Zadarius Smith. This guy is, one of the best pass rushers in the league last year, tied for third with what is it? How many sacks do you have? Tied for third with 13 sacks, I think it is. I'm going to look that up right now for you guys. I'm pretty positive it was 13. But just to be 100% sure, I'm going to look it up. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm bringing you guys the best quality content, making sure everything is legit and correct. So before I do that, let me make sure I have it correct. Yes, he tied for third in NFL last season with 13 sacks. So, also tied for third in the NFL in forced fumbles with 4. This guy was a beast last year for the Green Bay Packers, so he definitely deserves my number 8 spot. Coming in at number 7, Nick Bosa. One of the Bosa brothers, the youngest Bosa brother, comes in at number 7. Got hurt last season after having a terrific, rookie campaign with the San Francisco 49ers where he had 9 sacks. He only played, I guess I could say 1.5 games because he got hurt in week 2 against the Jets. But I'm looking for him to have a tremendous bounce back season next year in 2021. The guy is legitimately a freak of nature off the edge. Great hands, great footwork, tremendous bend off the edge. But Nick Bosa comes in at number 7 for me. Number 6 is a guy that, I think is going to be very crucial in the success of his team this season. Number 6 coming in is Cameron Jordan of the Saints at age 32. He is still one of the most dominant linemen in the NFL, posting 7.5 sacks last season, which was also down from his 2019 campaign where he had 15.5 sacks. But I'm just going to credit a lot of that to, you know, COVID season. You know, some players get an adrenaline rush. You know, they get going with the sound of fans in the stadium. So, you know, I'm going to say that, you know, that down season had a lot to do with, you know, fans not being in the stands. You know, some players just can't get up for it. But I definitely think he will continue to dominate and get those numbers back up in 2021. So I look for Cameron Jordan to have a great season in 2021 for the Saints. Coming in at number 5 is the other Bosa brother, Joey Bosa. Man. Since this guy came into the league, he's been one of the most dominant, you know, edge rushers, pass rushers in the NFL. He finished tied for 18th in sacks with 8 last season. You know, the guy has really good speed off the edge, you know, really vicious at the point of attack. He is most definitely well-deserving to be in the top 5 defensive linemen, you know, in my ranking coming in for 2021. Coming in number 4, man, like I said, man, being a Ravens fan, I had to face this guy 2 times a year. But coming in number 4 is Myles Garrett. This guy's a physical freak. If you've seen his workout videos, you know, if you've even seen this guy's body, man, I mean, they're like chiseled, you know, great physical guy. You know, since entering the league in 2017, he was tied for 3rd in sacks last season with 13 and forced fumbles. So he came right in with the same sack total as Zadarius Smith. But yeah, since 2017 when he first came into the league, I mean, he's been dominating. You know, one of the premier pass rushers in the league, one of the premier, you know, run stoppers in the NFL. I mean, Myles Garrett just does it all for his team. Coming in at number 3, I'm going to give it to Chris Jones, Kansas City Chiefs. You know, Jones ranked 2nd in the NFL in sacks with 32 and QB hits 49 since 2018. He is in my opinion the 2nd best interior DL in the NFL. He had 7.5 sacks last season. You know, Chris Jones is definitely, you know, a force to be reckoned with. If you try to single hand block him or block him with one blocker, don't even worry about it. Just tell your quarterback to fall down as soon as he hikes the ball, because this guy is definitely not able to be blocked with just one guy. You know, high motor guy, you know, really good in the interior, like I say, as far as stopping the run, you know, clogging holes. So coming in at number 3 is Chris Jones. Coming in at number 2, I may definitely get a lot of flack for this, but I just see the potential in, you know, what this guy did last year, you know, coming in as Defensive Rookie of the Year. I definitely have him as my number 2 player. I think he's just going to improve and get better, you know, from here on out. Coming in number 2 is Chase Young, a.k.a. the Predator. Won Defensive Rookie of the Year last year. You know, had 7.5 sacks, helped the Washington football team win the division. And Washington football team is definitely supposed to be a lot better this year coming in at defense, on their defensive side of the ball. You know, I'm going to go off a limb right now and say that the Washington football team is also my pick to win the division. Sorry for you Cowboy, Eagles fans out there, you know, Giants fans that think that, you know, your team has a shot. I think it'll be a good race. It always is. But I just think that, you know, the Washington football team will come out on top of the division, and simply because of Chase Young, you know, he's just a beast, man. I just don't know what to say. Tremendous speed, hands, quickness, agility, bend, you know, high motor guy. Hey, just physical freak as well. Sort of like Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett. I know a lot of people might try to give me, like I say, flat for him coming in number 2, but I just see him, you know, being a lot better than 7.5 sacks last year. I look for him to be in the double-digit range. I mean, you know, he was, you know, trying to adjust last year to the game speed, and then posting, like I said, 7.5 sacks is tremendous. But he's my number 2 guy. Coming in at number 1, no surprise here. If it is a surprise, then I don't know if you watch football, but Aaron Donald comes in at number 1. You know, with Aaron Donald, he's a number 1, you know, best lineman by far, 13.5 sacks last season. Ranked in NFL top 10. If you've seen that on Instagram or, you seen it on some of the media outlets, but he is the number one defensive lineman in my opinion. Ranked first in NFL in pass rush grade last season. Can't be blocked with one guy. Since 2018, the guy has finished in double-digit sacks. 2018, 20 and a half. 2019, 12 and a half, and last year 13.5. Hey, if you ask any player in the NFL that's an offensive lineman, I promise you they're going to tell you that Aaron Donald is the hardest person to block in the NFL, hands down. If you've seen this man's workout videos, any kind of videos, high motor guy, just a physical freak, dominant player. Aaron Donald is my number one consensus player in the top 10 defensive lineman ranking. Like I said, he's also one of a few players to post 20 sacks in a season. The number one guy, and I looked this up, like I said, did my research on it. But if you don't know, in 2001, Michael Strahan set the single season sack record with 22.5 sacks. In 2018, Aaron Donald had 20.5 sacks. So, 2 sacks short of that record or tying the record, but Donald's a beast. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Doobie's Hot Takes for my top 10 defensive linemen. Next Wednesday, I'm going to try to drop the next video. And I'm going to do the top NFL, offensive linemen in the league. And then Friday, I will also try to drop another video. But thank you guys for watching. This is Doobie's Hot Takes. Hey, I'm out, guys. Peace. Thank you so much for your support. If you haven't already, please follow me on IG at Doobie's Hot Takes. Also, YouTube at Doobie's Hot Takes. Hey, appreciate your love and support, guys. I'm out. Peace.